Hello, my name is Nell and I have things to say. Does everything happen for a reason? That's a loaded question. Yeah. And I've actually tried talking about this before. I've tried to film this video about 3 times and I just keep getting confuddled and overwhelmed and not quite sure where I'm going with it because it's massive. My short answer is no. I don't think the phrase everything happens for a reason is correct, but I do believe that there can be purpose in all things. Let me give an example. This is a pen. If I accidentally drop this pen off my desk, there's not really a reason for that. I mean, that just happens. I just dropped a pen. However, if I then look down to get my pen and I see the notebook that I thought I lost 2 weeks ago, that's a purpose. I've found purpose in losing my pen. I don't think that that was an almighty reason for why I dropped my pen, but it's a matter of finding purpose in dropping my pen. That's how I kind of see it. I don't believe that I had to get sick. I don't believe that that was a necessary thing. I don't believe that everything happens for a reason in the sense that, you know, if something happens, that's the way it had to happen. I don't believe that. I don't believe that I had to get sick. However, I do believe that there can be a purpose in me being sick. I do believe that there are things that I can draw out of my experience of being sick that maybe I couldn't have done if I hadn't have been sick. However, when we look at the phrase everything happens for a reason, a lot of people seem to use that as if to say this is the way it had to happen. And I don't like that. A lot of people who say this also have a strong belief in God and a strong belief in, you know, God's plan and God being in control. I have a strong belief in God. And I believe that God has a plan and I believe that God is in control. However, my belief might be a little different. I believe in God's sovereignty. I believe that at the end of the day, God wins. And by that I mean kindness wins, goodness wins, love wins. But I look at the world and I see this world and I see humanity. And I see that God sets a lot of things in motion. And he's created a world and he's created a people. And there are a lot of things that we do. I'm sick. I don't think God made me sick. I'll put it this way. I don't think God made me sick. I don't think God looked at me and thought, I'm going to infest her body with bacterial infections. I don't think he did that. I don't think he thought, you know what would be really great? If this person was so sick that they had to give up on their life dreams. That'd be great. I'm gonna do that. I don't think that happened. I think that I'm living in a world where the environment falls apart, where infections and sickness run rife, where genetic issues are passed down through families. I believe I am a product of that world, and I believe that God looks at me and says, okay, baby, let's work with this. We're going to turn this into something beautiful. We're going to find purpose in this. That's what I believe. One thing I feel, though, is regardless of what you believe, whether you believe everything happens for a reason, whether you believe purpose is found through hardship, be careful of when you say that and to whom you say that. If somebody has just lost something huge, please do not say everything happens for a reason. Because that's basically saying to them, this had to happen, so deal with it. This was meant to happen. Because what if it wasn't? Even if you believe in God's plan, if God says to you, walk through that door and you run through a window and you stab yourself with glass, are you going to say, well, God wanted it to happen? Well, No, he didn't if he had a plan in the other direction. It's not that simple. And just constantly saying that everything happens for a reason, or constantly saying that this was meant to happen, that this had to happen this way, it can be a slap in the face to people who are suffering. I don't know. I don't even know where I'm going with this. I don't think I'm going to be drawing any conclusions. I just wanted to explore it. It's not as simple a thing as you might think, and it's not as encouraging a thing as you might think. You might think that saying everything happens for a reason is a really, really encouraging, uplifting thing to say, but it can be heartbreaking. Because when somebody says that to me, everything happens for a reason, looking at me and my disabled, broken body, all I can think is, man, I never had a chance. I never had a chance. I was fighting a losing battle this whole time. But for me, if I look at it and say, okay, this is where I'm at now, and I don't understand it, and I can't understand it, and maybe it didn't happen for a reason, but I can find purpose in this. I'm going to use this. I'm going to work through this. That is my comfort, personally. But yeah, I guess explore it, but be careful with what you say to somebody else. This is all over the place, but I've tried about 4 times, so I'm just going to put it up as it is. And yeah, leave comments. This is one where I would really like some discussion, because I don't know what conclusions I'm drawing, but I would really, really love to hear some feedback. So yeah, that's all for this one. Bless.